Hello, hello. How's everyone doing out there? Today, a little YDBT Daily. Damn it, I forgot to name it YDBT Daily. I have to edit the thing now. Let me edit it. YDBT. So, you know, the hashtag works. In case you guys want to look up the daily shows, you just look up the hashtag YDBT Daily, and seems to work. So how you guys doing today? We're talking a little bit of World Cup. Nothing crazy because a lot of you guys are broke motherfuckers and you don't know what World Cup is. No offense. You guys are immersed in completely different shit. Not to say that I'm better than, but I know what it is and I've been around it, and I think it's one of the better events of the year. I think, in my opinion, one of, if not the best, for a couple of reasons. A bunch of different countries participate. They make a import versus domestic beef, and then they race them. They pit them against each other. And then you get all the X275 guys, the Street Fighter guys, you get the import guys, you get the stick shift guys, you get everybody literally like in the world involved. 2K to me is more of a GTR and a 5-point bro and LS clout event. There's no clout to be had really at World Cup except winning and obviously records. The location and the time of year is usually the best conditions, to run the best time you've ever had. So a lot of people tend to make that trip. Like Aldo Welds went up there, and I want to show you guys what Aldo did on one of his first passes. Now, I'm not 100% sure if he actually put a 400 in it. I think he was with a power glide for a very long time. I heard I heard two shifts. So I'm like, okay, either the converter's coupling super badass, or it's a 400. Who knows? And then actually listening to that car go down the track made me go, why doesn't the GT500 sound like that going down the track? Oh, Alex, it doesn't matter if why'd you take apart your transmission? It's fucking stupid. It just doesn't sound like that going down the track. So obviously something's up with my setup, and listening to other 400 cars get down the track is an indicator of what's going on. Probably bad converters, like converter needing a sprag or better coupling or whatever. I think initially that car wasn't set up properly, the GT500. So that gives me a little hope. Maybe you can dip into the sevens with a sprag or a diode and some other tricks up my sleeve. So let's say hi to the people here. First, as always, never let off 2000 MCR. Brandon M says good morning. Good morning. We'll be at World Cup finals tomorrow. 508 Josh says Google Ranger Thailand. I heard it's like a Mustang nose on a Ranger, and it looks like absolute Dixon balls. But let me see. What did it say? Google Ranger Mustang Thailand. Ranger Mustang Thailand. And we'll talk about that later. The Thai's Watt Ford Ranger. Oh my God, it's hideous. Okay. Anyway. 508 Josh, Justin Engler, Wesley Stewart, Forrest Fisteter, Gregorio Ruiz, Dustin's Customs, Mike Schmidt, Brandon M, Bank Account 50 in the house. Wonder how Maintenance Girl is doing. I hope she's well. She's doing real well. Hopefully I'm going to link up with her next week sometime when she gets back in town. So we'll see what the deal is. 508 Josh, Jeremiah Camp in the house. Gregorio again, Budget Racing, David Bumsworth, Zach LP, Just a Gen 1, D-Rock Fox, It's Just a Dick, Coyote D's Nuts 50, Blake Bailey, Orlando Chavez, All Things Boost, Solo 18 GT, Desert 1320. Awesome to see him on. EG Performance, Michael Merck, Isaiah Davilas, Never Let Off, Hayabusa 1300, and a whole bunch of Angel Puerto Rico, a whole bunch of people tuning in. So let's get to it because I want to show you guys what Aldo went to World Cup with Randy's car and did what it does. Badass shit. Super badass stuff. I mean, it sounds good going down the track. Do one more time. So nice. So it ran 743, right? It's like stupid. So 740 with a 1 at 185 mile an hour, 118, 47 in the 8th. That must have felt real fucking nice. Like it must have been a really, really fun ride. So a lot of you guys that are wondering how Aldo's been doing, you watch his channel, the whole 9 yards. That's how he's doing. And that was the first day they were able to test and actually get some work in. I think they do like 4 qualifying sessions, and then after the 4th qualifying session, they go into the elimination Saturday and Sunday. Maybe Saturday night into Sunday. The great thing about that track is the location. DA is usually super favorable, and the time of year they hold that event, where DA is like negative, you know, it's like 100, then into the negatives most of the day. Now, the problem with that event is where it's located. It's fucking cold. It is not rare to see 30 degrees. So if you have water in your ice tank, right, that bitch will freeze overnight. So be careful. You guys out there that, you know, bring water and they don't allow coolant or glycol in your system, or water wetter. I remember when I went to 2K and the guy's like, you don't have any antifreeze in your car, do you? I'm like, yeah, it's a street car. Of course I do. But I get it. He wanted to hear no, because in case someone blew a head gasket, they wouldn't have a long cleanup. I go, nah, totally water wetter. And I forget his name. Omar Garza was next to me. He goes, you don't have coolant, do you? He goes, water wetter. He's like, okay. It's like, shut up. Get out of here. Making us wait for 5 hours to run one shit because the GTR class blew up. You should be asking the GTR guys if they have axle diapers. Not like, not the Coyote guys if they don't have antifreeze or glycol in their tank. You should be asking all the GTR guys, yo, you got a whole belly pan, don't you? Like, the whole motherfucker has to have a belly pan, because when it breaks, we don't want the shit all over the track. I love it when they ask, like, you know, the cars that don't break down that much, if you got issues with the car. Meanwhile, the cars that break down all the time, you know, they don't ask them shit. They just go around and do their thing. Funny shit. So somebody else wanted me to look up the Ranger, this ugly ass fucking Ranger piece of shit. I mean, what the fuck, right? Like, what am I supposed to do with this wide body Mustang? It's like a Ranger with some idiot will think this looks good. I'm sorry, guys. I've never liked trucks at this level. Like, to truck to me is like the F-150 that I got. If I run 9s in it, cool. Then I'll just sell it. I don't want to, like, you know, rep it hardcore. I want to run a 9 in it, have a little fun. But you know what's going to happen? It's going to be a known truck, and no one's going to want to race you. And you're going to be surprised how you can't find a race. This is hideous. This is so stupid. Some of you will like it. Some of you go, oh, this thing's fucking pimp. Oh, I can't wait to rock that. I got an idea now. I'm going to buy a Ranger and do that. Ugh, I'm sorry. It's just not my thing, bro. It's not my thing. It's super wide-bodied. I feel sorry for those, I feel sorry for the axle studs, or the, whatever they're called. I feel sorry for them. They're probably holding on to dear life with that wheel combo. So I just don't care. Honestly, I just don't care about that truck and that bullshit. It's just not my thing. But what am I going to be watching with World Cup? I'm going to be watching Stick Shift. I'm going to be watching Ben Stoner and his crew with Jam Maker. That thing is going to be running 760s, 780s pretty consistently. I'm going to be watching Joel Steele, his Coyote, see if it goes into the 6s consistently. I know that the biggest, they have the favorable conditions. I don't think they have to lean on it too hard. That car was going 6s multiple times at Bradenton in not so favorable weather. So if they can do it up there, that's the other thing, though. It's going to be cold as fuck. So we'll see whoever's doing the tune-up can get it down and get it down the track and do what it does, because it's probably going to make more horsepower up there with a similar tune that they had in Bradenton. Excuse me. Sweet Stylist says, any more news on GT500? No, I got to talk to Jake. We're going to do a leak down compression, see what the deal is there, get some actual numbers. And I'm suspecting, because the trans was fine, except for a burnt-ish second gear clutch, I think the problem's in the motor somewhere. So we're going to start looking into that. But again, time. They don't have time to work on my car because they have a very busy shop. So they can only do it off hours. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Alex? I got my eye on the new class at World Cup Finals called Outlaw All Motor Pro. Them Hondas going fast, though. Guys, Nitro Hondas are 8-second cars. I repeat, Nitro front-wheel drive Hondas are 8-second cars. If you guys want those problems, those guys got a leg up on you, bro. NA Hondas running 8s. So be careful what you wish for, because them boys ain't fucking playing with the Nitro stuff. They've been in the Nitro game for a while. I'd love to dip into it, but I'd have to like sacrifice a couple of Coyote engines to see what it takes to run that consistently at a super high level. But the problem, what's going to happen is this. When you start using Nitro, they're going to start saying, well, we need a Nitro class. You can't just go out there, run Nitro versus guys that are running ethanol 1R and methanol. You need to have a level playing field. Class racing. We talked about class racing last time. So a car that runs on nitro, in my opinion, should not be allowed anywhere near the same class as a guy that runs ethanol 1R or a regulated fuel. But they have an outlaw. Outlaw means brung whatever the fuck you brung. So some guys are looking to run nitro in that class, and you got to deal with it. You either fucking get in with them or not. And those things are 8-second Hondas. I'd be really hesitant to roll up against those guys. I met a guy who bought a Coyote. He gets tuned by us. And he's like, I literally have an 8-second Nissan running on nitro. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, that thing, I spin that bitch to 10,000 RPMs. And I'm just like, shit, we ain't got nothing on them boys. They got a leg up. So they're going to bring that thought process over to Coyote. And I bet you, those Puerto Ricans, I bet you're going to start really running numbers in about 3 or 4 years because the tuning has to be on point. JD Swag says, even Alex, happy Diwali? What's a Diwali? Let me look it up. What's a Diwali? Let me see. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. This thing just went ape shit. What's a Diwali? Thursday, November 4th. Festivity. Diwali, a festival of lights and one of the major festivals celebrated by Hindus, Jains, Sikhs, and some Buddhists, notably Noir Buddhists. Happy Diwali. Sure. Whatever that is. Jeremiah Camp says, are they running super high compression? Oh, yeah. Jeremiah Camp, the Nitro Honda guys are probably on the 12-1 and up with the Nitro shit. When there's a guy who used to work for a Nitro Funny Car team that owns the shop at Power by the Hour. Mr. Mills, John Mills, he used to work for one of the Top Fuel teams. And he would tell us how much timing they ran, how much compression they ran, and how much fuel they went through. And I'm like, oh yeah, that is completely different level stuff. But it's almost like you got to sacrifice. It's almost like you have to build an NA motor to handle 1,200 pounds of boost. 1,200 horsepower. It's almost like a nitro motor has to be built as a boosted 1,200 horse motor, NA. Badass rods, badass pistons, certain ring gaps, and then you have to run, I think, the fuel at a similar mixture and timing that boosted cars get. So it's one of those things where it's a completely new learning curve, and you almost have to be able or be willing to sacrifice a couple of motors for the learning process. But then once, let's say you start running nitro and you get good at running nitro stuff. Well, guess what, dude? Now you're going to have to potentially be put in your own class. Imagine someone goes out there with an NA Coyote, let's say a Fox body. Let's say someone gets a Fox body, let's say a 5.2 Illuminator XS, Cobra Jet, Comp Cam Stage 3s, Gen 2 control pack tricord to shift it to the fucking moon. Then maybe they go to 12-1 compression, and then they start doing nitro fuel shit in it, and then the fucker runs 8s stick, right? They're going to say, well, that's you've blown everything out of the water. Guys don't run that number NA. They run maybe a second and a half slower. So we're going to have to put you in your own class, or you're going to have to run ethanol 1R fuel. And you're going to say, fuck it, I'm just going to run outlaw stuff, which you can do. So it is an interesting thing to think about, but you have to be willing to sacrifice motors. So that means if you're getting it built by someone else, like a Keith Ray, like a TKM, or any of those guys, you're probably going to start looking at motor program, $12,000, $13,000, $14,000 each motor, right? And then you're going to have to sacrifice maybe 2 of them motherfuckers to get the learning curve down right, or none of them. Who knows? And let's say you get the theory right, a really cold plug, really low timing, a lot of fuel, run it, and then high compression, see what it does. Look, when FTW fuel was around, ask Jeremiah Camp, that shit was legit. FTW fuel, everybody was running that motherfucker. And I am so blown away that no one makes a similar mix. Like, I remember people say, oh, the guy stole the formula, Okay, I don't care. Why doesn't anyone literally duplicate the mix? It was such a popular fuel. I don't know why they stopped. Desert 1320 says WCF World Cup Finals is the event to go to. I'll be arriving tomorrow morning. Guys, there's going to be so much weed. You will get a contact high. You will be cold. And you'll probably shit your pants in those porta-johns because the food, not that it's bad, but you're standing around all day drinking soda and like Mountain Dew and this. And then you're like, all right, let me have some, whoa, what's up, buddy? You're like, let me have some chicken tenders. And you're like, all right, chicken tenders it is. And oh, I missed the record run because I was shitting my pants in the porta-john. Not a good time. What up? Everyone says underrated. Canelo versus Caleb Plant for the for all the belts. Who do you got, Alex? I'm not gonna vote against Canelo. The only time I've seen Canelo absolutely bested and defeated was Mayweather. He had no answers. I haven't seen him really struggle since against anyone. I thought Kirkland was gonna give him trouble, and he fucking knocked him out like in 5 rounds. All the hate people give NA dudes is completely asinine. Running A10A is disgustingly badass. It is, absolutely. I don't hate on the Honda NA guys. I hate on the Mustang NA guys. They're totally gay, Tyler Olson. I don't know much about Nitro, but it's got to be expensive, right? I'm sure, but I don't know that for a fact. They were on Nitro motocross hill climb bikes, old Honda CR500s and 480 stretched out. Mustang Lifestyle, I didn't know you knew shit about bikes, Mustang Lifestyles. I thought you knew shit about running, I don't know, 9s in a 1400 horsepower GT500. Fucking. Cuban Coyote says, hello. Cuban Coyote is selling his car? I thought it was April Fool's. I literally looked at his Instagram and I go, Cuban Coyote is selling his car? Why? Do you want to build a Fox body, or do you just want to get out of racing because it's not worth it anymore? Let me know. You've probably reached that age where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Damn it, I'm late, but I'm still hit that like. Thank you, sir. I run Nitro in my semi. Loads get there quickly. What was so special about the FTW fuel? The Nitro mixture. I think it had the right mixture of Nitro, ethanol, and a bunch of just good shit. And I'm telling you, it had a stoic of like 8.8 something, 8.8. Where regular ethanol, like 85% ethanol, is 9.8, and E70 is like a 10.6 or something like that. So it was a less dense fuel, so you needed a lot more fuel system. So if you had a single like Detours 400, you probably need a dual to run 10 psi because it just demanded more. At Jeremiah Camp had LU47s, stock pump, and a BAP, and it was running out of fuel system with the FTW. So I guarantee there's a 55-gallon container somewhere of that stuff, and I want it. Tony being feisty tonight. Tony's already being a fucking dickhead. I already fed him. I walked him. He's all good, but I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what your deal is, bro. I used to run E98 straight from ethanol plants. Pretty much straight alcohol, but awesome 4-foot flames on D-cell. Used to build Hondas for my M5. Crazy tolerances in the engine building, and I think that's where the magic is. I think it's on the engine building. I don't know. I know that Keith Ray runs M1 on his cars, my future car, the Outlet, and the engine building has to take that into account, especially the tuning, the billet atomizer, crazy injector sizes that they have, 260s or 32s, which is like 3200s. They reference it by completely different things than we do, and they need a lot of fuel. Even just starting the car is an issue sometimes. So if a tuner has an M1 equipped car in cold weather and it just starts, I'm like, okay, you got something figured out, brother. Underrated became a bicho level member. Thank you very much, sir. Underrated says you're totally correct. Those stretched out 500 hill climb 2-strokes are badass. I just feel the car could be used by someone else who'll enjoy it. If it sells, it sells. If not, I'll keep it and race it. Understood. What would you want for it? Because you got 100,000 into the build, and a lot of people that are looking to. It's a beautiful car. It's a Gen 2 Turbo 400 single turbo cams, stock bottom end, fast car, guys. Legit. Buy it. Go to the track. Run. I'm not gonna tell them what that runs, but it runs a really good number. And you would save yourself probably 60 to 70 if you were to build that minus the car. Meaning like if you were to buy the car and then build it like he built it, you're probably going to be into it for over $70,000, maybe more. Mid labor included, of course. That VTEC though, broom, who wants the sauce? All motor, 5.0 guys, always shove I'm all motor down your throat. Yeah. Oh, but I'm all motor. Yeah, but you're driving on a milk crate, dude. You're literally driving on a milk crate, and you're actually out there saying some shit. So when you watch World Cup today and tomorrow, dude, get down. He's feisty as fuck. Anyway, he likes being thrown. So people like, he's throwing dogs. When you watch World Cup coverage, if you have SoFlo Racing or whatever they use to air the stuff, pay really close attention to the class name and what they're running. If it's all motor, come on up, all motor, meaning whatever goes. There are Mustangs that you normally see run Coyote stock running 9.0s or 9.1s. And I'm like, wait a minute, Coyote stock is a 10.099 class. These guys convert it over to outlaw trim and they drop a whole fucking second. Why? Because weight doesn't matter and nothing. Tuning doesn't matter. Fuel doesn't matter. You can just go out there and do what it does. It's interesting how you can drop a whole second from being a class racer to a outlaw racer. What are you doing chewing on the thing? What is your problem today? I'm going to lock you up. Listen, Tony. Tony running on Nitro. Seriously. Ow. I cut his nails. I literally cut his nails. And they're even more sharp this morning. John texted me. What's going on? Aldo and Brett are racing. Aldo racing Brett shortly. Okay. But I don't have the coverage. I don't have, fuck, this guy's kicking my ass, dude. So, oh Jesus. So John said that Aldo is coming up and racing Brett shortly. So if you guys have the coverage, I'd love to see that shit live. Is it Dragzine? No. Is it Dragzine? That Dragzine had some coverage. I'd love to have that live, to see it live, but I don't think they're sharing the live coverage. Nope. Looks like they're not covering it. Dang it. I'm just too cheap to buy the fucking service, to be honest with you, because it's literally for one race, and I just don't want to buy it. Tony likes it rough. Haha. I'll see myself out now. Literally, my wife saying dog abuse. Alice, where can I find a Gen 2 short block? Hard to come by now. All I see are Gen 3 short blocks or Gen 2 illuminators. Is it worth it for a Paxton Gen 1 if I want to make 850 wheel on the 85? I'm telling you, you're not going to have a good success finding a brand new, meaning from Ford, Gen 2 motor. You're going to either have to go somewhere and buy something built like a L&M, like a Keith Ray, like a TKM, like a Fast Forward Racing Engines, anything like that. You're going to have to just bite the bullet. You're not, the days of $1,800 to $2,500 Ford Racing Gen 2 short blocks are gone. Now, you could use a Gen 3 bottom end, Gen 2 heads, GT500 head gaskets, and you're good to go. 2020 GT500 head gaskets, and you're good to go. Apparently, that's the combo everyone's using. So again, Gen 3 bottom end, Gen 2 heads, GT500 head gaskets, Gen 1 timing components, and party. So just get the Gen 3 bottom end. I don't see what the deal is. First time actually catching one of your lives, GTCS 2.0. Thank you, sir. I'll give you my Flow Sports login. Mike Rastovic, let me know. I don't want to use it nonstop. I just want to see it with you guys live here to see if Brett and well, I mean, Brett's got him covered, right? Like almost a half second. Brett's been like 7-1, you know? But Aldo's car is, I think the guy's name's Randy Roble or something like that. That car fucking flies. It currently holds the IRS record. He was a 757, now went to a 741. If he can really get after it, that car, I don't see an issue with being going 20s or 30s. Not a problem. Alex, which race event would you recommend me to go as a spectator? Wanted to go something different for my vacation. Oh my God, World Cup. 2K is okay. I think 2K is decent. And some of the Ducks events, not on Sunday. The Ducks events on Friday and Saturday, like Lights Out or No Mercy, those are psycho events. You're probably going to get shot, contact high, assaulted, raped, but you'll also get access right at the line. You can lie yourself through to get right there and watch the car, and when it launches and loses the drive shaft, your foot gets fucking sawed off, and you're gonna go, this was awesome. Like, it's one of those events that it's kind of wild. Like, I'm like, this shit is illegal, isn't it? Like, hey guys, y'all smoking like crack in the stands. like fuck weed. Like, yo, these Ducks races are wild. Motherfuckers are smoking crack. Shit, they're going after it. They do everything hardcore. Aldo versus Brett from Brett from Prey. Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry. I thought it was Brett like La Sala, because when I hear Brett, I just revert to him. Hey, Alex, World Cup finals should upgrade their live streaming services to Apple live streams in HD would be dope. Okay, guys, how many of you are blown away that in modern racing times, tracks don't have impeccable internet? I'm saying repeaters. What do you have to do to get absolutely awesome internet at one of these places or phone reception? I am blown away that They don't do that, because if you got really clear, good, fast internet, you know how many people on social media are watching your shit and they're just fucking there and they're like, God damn it, I got to get to that event next year. It looks fucking wild. And tracks just don't, like, you see the coverage of like Bradenton FL2K like a week later and you're like, God damn, that place was lit. But live, you're like, me. That's the impression I got when I was watching it live on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm like, bro, this is whack. This is not. And then you go there and you're like, it's fucking packed. Because people are uploading stuff 2 or 3 days later. And you're like, oh my God, it looks fucking amazing. It blows my mind that every track is located at the worst part of town where they allow you to race. And then all of a sudden, you try to get an internet signal and you can't do shit. You try to go Facebook Live, Instagram Live. You try to do anything and it fucking drops out. I'd love to go to an event. Pay extra. Listen, event organizers. I'd love to go to an event and I will get a press pass, and I'd love to live stream from the and interview people that just come by like they do at PRI. Get over here, buddy. Yeah, get over here, man. Sit down. Hey, Ben Stoner. Hey, Aldo. Hey, whoever the fuck. Hey, I hate you. Come over here. Let's have our beef right here. I'll pay extra to live stream from that motherfucker every day. But there's no like good internet in those motherfuckers, like at all. Too many people on their phone at once. No, Chase, I went on a rental and there was still no signal in that motherfucker. Problem is because tracks are out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, but can't they bring in some kind of, I don't know if it's even available, some kind of technology, repeaters, anything that enhances the cell quality. I mean, the signal, I get it. You literally have to bring towers in. But if Elon Musk can say, if Elon Musk can give internet to the guys in Ethiopia, why can't Bradenton, Maryland, MIR, Texas 2K, which I don't know where the fuck is Texas 2K gonna be next time? Edinburgh, the Valley. Some guy goes down the track and a family of fucking Haitians are crossing and whoa, stop unreal. Legit standalone would help you a lot. Okay. Bradenton has no internet or cell phone service. Got it. Candy remembers, if they aren't smoking crack in the stands, I'm not going. Yo, let me see if this event's lit. Why you guys smoking crack? This is badass. Weed, that's for suckers. Sprint or AT&T tend to bring in cell tower hubs, at least for NASCAR. Ow. But yeah, tracks are in the woods and big crowds basically crashes tower services. There, that's what you want? Attention, motherfucker? There, sit your ass right there. Bank account became a new member. Matt 11GT says late, but I rechecked the compression with the throttle open and got 190 PSI. Thank the bitch, oh God. So your compression's really good, actually. If Elon can send a Tesla to motherfucking Pluto, we can get towers to the event. Infamous S550. EG Performance says not enough money. You're right. My goal is a 50 horsepower in my GT500 2020, but don't have Pump 85 near me. Is it okay to blend a tune on E40? No. Why do people think E40 is better than E40? Okay. What's the 60% GT500 Q8? Because apparently you have no idea how ethanol works. If you get E40, what is the rest? What is the 60%? Guys, tell GT500 Q8, if he gets E40, actually, you tell me when to go. You want to get E40? What's the E60? E60, the other 60%. What is it? What is the other 60% if you get E40, right? If you get this shit in your fucking tank, if you get E40 in your tank, what do you think the 60% is? Come on, guys. You know exactly where I'm going with this. Chocolate milk. Exactly. Hooves. The 60% is what you're forgetting about. E40 isn't better than maybe 91 octane. So you're saying, well, let me get E40 in there, mix it with 93, and it'll be 91 octane. Or maybe 92 if you're lucky. So do not mix E40. Tell me when to go. I gotta. I just gotta play it because I'm gonna get demonetized. Like I don't know why I need to play this. Oh, you got some E40 in your shit.
Jesus Christ, hat trip, so shake it.
Stop it. Oh, fuck, I'm sweating. Chocolate milk, E40 mixed with cold Modelo's, toenails, and Malta. Nick Rogers. Wow. OSW, I don't even know that they have internet. The dude who streams there uses his own hotspot, laughing my ass off, butchers his camera quality. I like E40 the rapper. It's half corn on the cob. Sewage. Exactly. But he's like, oh, let me mix it with E40. Oh, you got a bear now? Now you're cool. You got a fucking bear. You want to play? This motherfucker. He entertains half of you guys. Oh, there. It's in his bowl. I knew it. Sorry, buddy. It's in your bowl. It's probably wet as fuck now. The music video is hilarious. It is. Did you know in that music video they have? Is it wet? Is it wet? Is it wet, buddy? No. Good. In that music video, they have a Mustang 2 doing donuts. I'm gonna try to do. Motherfucker, fucking dog. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. They have a Mustang 2. This is where Sideshows and shit started. No, it wasn't, Alex. I remember the history of Sideshows, and you're totally wrong. There, look at this. They have a Mustang 2. Hey, Denzel, what do you think about that Mustang 2?
My nigga.
Let me see. Tony, stop it. Fuck.
Watch them swag. Watch them swag. Go stupid. Go. Go.
E40. Fuck, I can't get over E40, bro. 60% is what used for hot dogs. ¿Qué pasa, Alex? Ivan Ojeda. GT500, any suggestions? Okay, so okay. In my opinion, octane booster. I think you're stuck. If you only have pump gas in your area, you either get race gas like C16, C10, Sunoco 260 GT, or you get fucking octanium in that bitch and order extra spark plugs because that bitch is going to turn brown after like 3 or 4 tanks. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't have pump E85. I get it. So, you know, you're stuck. You're stuck with octane booster or buy it from buy a 55-gallon drum. Your GT500 is not a daily. You and I both know your GT500 is not a daily. If you're dailying a 2020 GT500, you're loaded. And if you're loaded, you're not complaining about pump E85. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make that connection. So in my opinion, octane booster or buy a drum of that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't need Elon for good internet. The track operator could just get a gigabit Ethernet and guest secured Wi-Fi system. David Burnsworth, gigabit is not available everywhere. Like it's not available in bumfuck Egypt, BFE. It's not available everywhere. But I'd love to see. Oh, excuse me. I'd love to see the tracks get with the program because honestly, I think that the tracks would benefit from investing into their self-service because everyone streams everything. And at World Cup, internet goes down. The moment you start seeing Street Fighter go up is the moment you start seeing the big boy shit go up, like on Friday night and Saturday night. Watch World Cup Friday night and Saturday night on the streaming. It's going to be ridiculous. There's going to be so much weed smoke that it hits a little chunk. You think it's rubber being like burnout smoke? No, it's weed. And these motherfuckers smoke weed all day and to watch Hondas fucking flip and shit. That's all they do. It's a good time. Order a 55-gallon drum from 1E exactly. Buddy used to mix his E85 and 91 with a Corvette Z06. They have Sunoco race fuels at the pump in North Central Florida. Just change those spark plugs all the time, like every time you fill the tank, says Matt 2011 GT. But all the BMW racers stay to mix E85 and 91. Oh my God. E85. Not E40. E85. Not E40.
Go stupid. Go.
Tell me when to go.
Fuck. Just. I finally got this soundbite in that I love.
That's home. Hey. Don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
You tell him, Denzel. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit.
That's home. Hey. Don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
Man, what a fucking scene. God damn it, I love that scene. I saw American Gangster on Netflix. By the way, my last video got demonetized because I had Star Trek in the background. Sick. So I had to fucking trim that out. Anyway, so American Gangster has so many good scenes in it. It's not even funny. Isn't leaded gas bad for the oxygen sensors? Yeah, but if you don't run it often, like I ran 15 gallons of C16 through my white car, no issue. Be sure to drill out those injectors for that E40 at 87 mid.
Tell me when to go.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
Fuck. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, if I had a GT500 and I didn't have any access to 85, I'd get Octane Booster or I'd buy Sunoco 260 GT. And then that's like 100 octane unleaded fuel and be happy, or C10. It's great knowing Alex makes my 3-year-old son laugh. Haha. When to start them young. Got it. Budget Racing says, I'll buy a couple of barrels of X98 to what's the X for? I like E. Well, what's the difference between E and X? I love the guys that have no fucking idea. And they're like, X98? Well, that's further down in the alphabet than E, so it must be ridiculous. I'm going to call my shit Z100. Isn't that a radio station? Oh, fuck. Dude, I live in bumfuck South Dakota. Awesome politics, but have to order drums of fuel. Exactly. As a pheasant, wonder what's a better boosting or just buying a 55-gallon race fuel. Wow. Where the fuck did you go to school? As a pheasant, which I know that's trying to be funny. But the next part, I don't think you were trying to be funny. It says, wonder what's a better boosting or just buying a 55-gallon race fuel. Guessing adding in plug changes makes sense to just run C16. Wow. I'm fucking blown away by that whole sentence. Like it was unintentional, but it was hilarious. Come on, zoom in. There you go. Isn't an alpaca llama hair? How about just run on pure E40? You should just run on pure E40. Oh, fuck, man. E50 cent. Oh, you guys are great. You should run on E50. E40 has wine at Costco. Oh, fuck. This is great. You guys are great. You make my life complete. I swear to God. 280 watching, 198 likes. Let's do better and do our jobs. Hit that like, guys. Hit that like. If you have almost 300 people watching, we should have almost 300 likes. Let's get after it, brother. That's all I ask for. Likes are free. The only thing that stinks about American Gangster is that you can see Toyotas and Hondas in the background. You're right. I did notice that. Some of the cool old cars, like the dude Shelby that got blowed up, and he was like, hey, I like that fucking car. He goes, how about your house blows up next time? you blot that shit. E400 now on days. We have lots of pheasants in South Dakota. Sorry, I'm at work. Worst at multitasking. So you probably spelled the words right, but the way they were put together, like people don't know how to proofread, dude. Actually, you know what? I know what to do. There. Get that. Go ahead, you badass motherfucker. Yeah, you get it from the bottom. That's how stupid you are. Stupid, dumbass dog. You're such a dumb dog. Stupid, dumbass fucking dog. Stupid. Keep getting it from the bottom. Have at it, brother. Alex, I sent you an email about the Oh My God cookies. Might be worth it for you to look at. Eliza's S550. Uh-oh. Come on. Don't be talking shit about my people, man. Chick's hot. Leave her alone. She's doing workout prep. She's literally eating the grossest looking shit on the planet to get ripped. And I'm like, God bless you. Cause no fucking way you catch me. I'd rather fucking be fat and happy than to eat that bullshit. Okay, look at that. Jose said, hi, Alex. In order cookies to give me what? Wow. Your email is spelled badly. Hi, Alex. In order cookies to give me wife as an anniversary gift. I thought you might appreciate the pic. They included a nice little card and got the cookies on time. I thought you might like to know that they are your sponsors. All I got to say is badass. Guys, Oh My God cookies is so fucking legit. They're good people. This is what you pretty much get in the mail when you order the cookies. I mean, it's just, they're big. They're bigger than the palm of your hand and fingers. This is a big fucking cookie. And this is at least $24 worth in cookies, bro. Good for you. And one lasts me a long time. If I'm not a gross ass pig, because I could eat 3 of them in one sitting and just shit my fucking asshole inside out like a sock. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying not to. But yeah, no, thank you for purchasing. I'm going to put up the logo because they're my people. They're my people. Absolutely. Tony he didn't get it. No, you almost got it. The head. Keep pulling. The head is almost there. The head is what's the problem all the time, and he quits. He quits because he can't get the head out. You got the body through, but not the head. Got to get the head through. Everyone just watches the dog. Like, no one cares about what happens here, and that's okay. Some of you are like, we just want to watch the dog play. I'm like, sounds good. Just watch the show. What tire should I get for my 92 Civic? 92 IROC T-Top Camaro with a comp cam and 1-chamber Flow Master. 1-chamber Flow Masters? I think Camaros have 1 muffler, not 2. I think. Yeah, they have like a white pipe situation. Maverick owners bleeding 89, blending 89 with 91. Yeah. Hey, I want to blend 89 with 91. What do you think that what will happen? I'm like, you'll get like 90. Really? Like, yeah, that sounds really, really bad. Yeah. All right. Giving Tony an A+ for effort. Hey, that dude gets after. The one thing about him is he doesn't give up. The little guy, as you can tell, he just doesn't give up. So good for him. Alex, if you get a chance, watch Rockin' Rolla. Tons of great sound bites. Guys, I'm watching Don John because I want to do a review. I'm just rewatching it. I want to do a review today for the dating channel. That's right. The dating channel will be on today at around 8 o'clock or maybe 9. Depends. Just keep an eye out. But I want to talk about Don John, the movie. It's fucking great. Shout out to Ford. I have a loose clutch pedal and I don't know how to fix this shit. It's loose left to right. Fuck my life. Sorry to hear that. It's probably, are there bushings or something involved in there? I can't imagine. I really can't imagine. Voice to text got me, says Eliza's S550. Any update on RTD with the Bluetooth? Ow, you bit me. Any update with the RTD, the Bluetooth tuning? So in my opinion, HP Tuners announced it way too early. In my opinion, HP Tuners announced it way, way, way too early because now you got to buy a RTD Plus to be able to access their TDN app. And that's fine if you want Bluetooth connectivity. If you don't care, guys, it's not a big deal. If you're okay with a laptop and you've been tuned with the RTD, guys, stick with that. There is no need to upgrade if you're okay and comfortable data logging with a laptop and uploading and downloading the tune with a laptop. That's fine. For those of you that do want to upgrade, in my opinion, they released it too early until the testing. I want to make sure the testing was proved out because now I'm sure on our end, the exporting process is totally fucking different. So now we have to relearn that from scratch. So hopefully they got it figured out because I haven't heard a goddamn thing. I'll be honest with you. I haven't heard shit from anybody, whether it works properly or not. I hope it does. I'm hopeful. But now that means you have to buy another device. So if you're already happy with tuning with the RTD and you've gotten used to the logging and if you got used to the uploading and downloading, stick with it. If you want the latest and greatest and you want to be able to upload and download via Bluetooth, have at it, brother. I haven't flashed my red car in probably 6 months. I haven't flashed my Fairmont in probably 7 months. I haven't flashed my GT500 since I've owned it. So it's up to you if you think you're going to be flashing it that much. Tony Purebred OnlyFans got it. Put the toy on the ceiling fan. No, it'll fucking break and probably hit me in the head. Yo, are those New Balance 619 V2 men's cross-training shoes? Just picked up a pair. I don't know what they are. I just went to Amazon and they were $60. Like, they weren't like cheap shit. They were $60. So I'm like, yeah, it's not exactly the cheapest shoe. Don John is a great movie, especially Scarlett. Scarlett's a hoe in that shit. She wanted him to go to school. He's a bartender. He's a happy dude. Now she's like, I want you to go to school. And I don't want to date some loser bartender. He's like, what? It's a great movie. Ford has a recall on some clutch pedal assemblies. A recall? I don't know of any recall. If they haven't recalled the MT82 or the cam phaser issue, why would they recall the clutch pedal assembly? I can't imagine them doing that, but I could be wrong. Alex, how did you like your Ben Calmer Stage 1 in your black car? Does Emil Hernandez watch this show? My Ben Calmer Stage 1? Hey guys, a lot of you guys watch this channel. When did I ever have a Ben Calmer Stage 1 in the black car? I'm like, I don't remember having that like at all. I went from a stock MT82 to a T56. These are E50s, but for the price for a tick T56, do you think a TKO would be good enough for a nitrous 408? I think a T56 would be better, but for the price of a tick T56, oof, look into Ben Calamer. Ben Calamer sells T56s too. XLs, Magnums, TR66s. Do you think the Draggy is the millennial time slip that takes racers away from the track and is the reason they closed down? You're not wrong, second shift racing. Technology has a way of making other things obsolete. My red car is within a 1/10 of what the Draggy says it is. So I go, fucking accurate. So if I can find a sticky street somewhere, right? So I can actually launch the motherfucker and it runs a 10.9, I'm like, I'm happy. I can say, hey, Draggy was 10.9 and it is accurate. People have put it in their 7-second, 8-second, 9-second cars and it is deadly accurate. So I understand why the Draggy is beneficial for tuning purposes to make sure that your mods are actually making more power. I get that. But to me, it's not racing. To me, Draggy racing is racing by proxy. That's what Brian Luna from Mexico Racing League's like. You're racing by proxy. You're racing a time that you raced at a certain condition as opposed to race me now. So people go, if you don't Draggy 6s, don't even come at me. If you don't Draggy 7s, don't even come at me. They never say, from a dig, if you don't Draggy 10s, don't race me. It's always 60 to 130. 60. Why? Suspension is taken out of the equation. I love how people go, hey, I roll race, Alex. And I have Vikings. And I'm like, okay, you're not going to hit the tire hard enough for those Vikings to work. What? What settings should I put on the Vikings when I'm rolling 80 to 190? I'm like, you're not putting enough strain on the Vikings to make that big of a difference. Hell, I'd say forego the Vikings and throw a fucking 100 pounds of sand in the trunk. Oh, but the Vikings. I'm like, the Vikings do nothing. They do fuck all when you're rolling, dude. Oh, my friends is the one that bought your MT82 when you swapped and he told, what? What MT82? What, guys, when did I sell an MT82? What did he do? Oh, my friend is the one that bought your MT82. When did I set? Ben Calamer gave me a stage 3. Ben Calamer stage 3 that I never put in the car. I went right to T56. First time watcher, long time question asker, says EG Performance. Love all the free content you give out. I've been learning so much since I started following the channel. Thank you, sir. Zombie 50 Productions. I appreciate that. That's probably the main reason I do these shows is to help people if they have certain questions. And I just have access to I don't know a lot, honestly, like on my own. If I was just on my own like you guys, I'd be searching and digging and trying to find out and proving things out. But because I have access to Lund Racing, Power by the Hour specifically, and I've worked at VMP and Bomberas, I'm telling you, I have like a huge background of many things. And when I say something, it comes with that in tow, you know, all that stuff that I've gone through in the last 6 years. I don't think there's anyone in the industry, period, that has had more experience in the shortest amount of time than me. Because 6 years ago, I was just a millwright in Massachusetts, doing my thing, hating life, and then decided to do this. And in those 6 years, I have amassed more knowledge, more of a following than people that have been in the industry for 30 fucking years. And why? Because what I spit seems to be straightforward. I guess the way I spit it and the way I kind of spin things off with comedy seems to help a lot. One guy, I'll never forget his face. I'll never forget what he said. He goes, "You're not a comedian." I said, "Yeah, I am." He goes, "No, you're not. You don't get paid to do comedy." I go, "Yeah, I do." He goes, "Oh, you don't do stand-up?" I go, "Oh, no, I'm not a stand-up comedian. But since when do comedians have to do stand-up? But comedians need to make you laugh and get paid for it. That's it. Entertainer." And I think he got mad that I'm like, "Yeah, I do get paid for it, dude. I literally get paid to make people laugh." And of course, he was a GT500 owner. Fucking butthurt as shit, dude. Cuban Coyote says, "My 60 to 130 is stupid fast. I guarantee it's in the low 4s or the 3s. Cuban Coyote 60 to 130 is probably low 4s or in the 3s. You won't fuck with this shit. Any upgrade for a clutch pedal assembly? Maybe a Tilton or something like that, you know? I don't want to put some assembly if it's going to be happening again. 15 MT82. King Yodi, put a stock assembly in it. You're going to go aftermarket Billy Badass stuff for a stock car? Come on, man. Come on. Alex, remember using the G-Techs on the street? They were pretty accurate in the 90s. Exactly. The G-Tech. You guys think Draggy is like this badass fucking thing. The G-Tech Pro was the... Wow. You're bringing back memories. The G-Tech in the year 2000 or so was literally something that you put on the dash. And it had like a little, I don't know, G meter. And the G-Tech, I think it was called the G-Tech Pro. It was old as shit. Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm trying to find the old G-Tech. It was a fucking complete toilet. They got new G-Techs? Yeah, they got new G-Techs. Look at that. Who knew they had new G-Techs? Wow. Not Georgia Tech. G-Tech. Well, let's see. 2000. Mine looked hilarious. Dang it. I'm looking. Is it called the Performance Pro? G-Tech Pro. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Oh, baby. Man, this bitch was accurate. This bitch would tell you your ET mile an hour based on the little G meter inside. Dude, no GPS, no nothing. Old school technology, bro. This bitch was accurate to like 2/10. Now the Draggy gives you everything. The Draggy gives you fucking temperature, DA, altitude, everything. Validates the runs, everything. I never get butthurt because you're absolutely right about us GT500 owners. Just glad I got the one you approve of. Zach Carroll. Kim Gowdy talking to someone else. Gordon Camerling to Cuban. I have mine on me now. Coca-Cola. I have it. I don't know if the Cryo core in REM is worth it. Yeah. The REM polishing? Absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It strengthens a lot of stuff. Yeah, I would absolutely. What is it called? The cryo polishing and something else that strengthens gear. King Yodi says, I will go BBA, but once I do it right, if you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly, car, piston, rod, turbo. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I still have mine. It's collecting dust with my Anderson PMS. Oh, you still have your G-Tech? I think I still have a G-Tech somewhere. In like the fucking toolbox on the bottom drawer under a whole bunch of shit. I guarantee I still have a G-Tech somewhere. Next to your Anderson PMS. Do you guys remember the Anderson PMS? Oh, all these young kids are going to be like, what the fuck's an Anderson PMS? It was like the first standalone that you can buy as like an end user. And I'm telling you, it was just fucking awesome to be able to manipulate it. But I think they went out of business or something. Or maybe they didn't go out of business. But this motherfucker was a piggyback device. You can do injector pulse with. You could almost blow your car up because you wouldn't know what the fuck you're doing. But check this out. Yeah, ColecoVision, Atari, bro. Motherfuckers are like, oh yeah, global fuel, sure. Speedo cal, wideband off. Timing, yeah, load. Well, fuck it, let's just go, man. Woo! You know, they don't know what the fuck they were looking at. They're just hitting numbers. Bitch is fucking blowing up. I was 17 drooling over how cool the G-Tech used to look. Cryogenic treating, shot leaning treatment, and polishing. Gotcha. Cryo and REM polishing is what you do to badass stuff. Strengthens all around. Do you any good V10 engines put in S550? So a long time ago, I actually thought of putting a Triton V10 in a Mustang, but a modded Triton V10. You know, like say to Keith Ray, because he loves that shit ass technology. B-head life, B-head for life. Just make sure Owlet is looking clean when I fucking clean your clock stick racing. Anyway, a V10 Triton, but with forged internals. And I've always wondered what would happen if, obviously you can probably make cams, but I'm telling you it's going to be expensive as fuck to custom make cams for that motherfucker. But what can a V10, a built V10 Triton, similar, but it's like a 3-valve, isn't it? Or is it a 2-valve? Is it Triton V10 3-valve or 2-valve? You guys let me know because I don't know. But I thought it'd be cool, and I think someone did do it. I think a Ford engineering firm, maybe SVT, shoved one in it just to see what it would do, and nothing happened. Nothing happened with it. Get your G-Tech and your timing light out. When did the roll racing disease start taking over? Roll racing started becoming a thing to me back in like 2005 and 2006. I started seeing people only do rolls, and they started doing low rolls, like 10 mile an hour, low power cars. They're like, let's do a roll. And I'm like, a roll? They're like, yeah, so I'm still in first gear, but I don't have to worry about launching the car. Okay. Then they floored it, and then it became a thing. Then it became a 40, a 50, a 60 roll. And then I'm like, people don't do dick shit no more? No. So then people just said, I don't have to buy a drive shaft. I don't have to buy axles. I don't have to buy suspension. Turbo, E85, and I'm a roll racing king. So there's less shit you have to do. Converter, all that stuff. They didn't have to do half of the work. And it was easier to get into racing because more people were roll racing. And it became super popular. The problem with roll racing is y'all motherfuckers don't know when to let off. You guys do say 40 to 140. And if you're pulling on the dude, roll racers have the weirdest set of rules. 3 races minimum. No, 1 race. I beat you, you fucking lose. No, you must not street race. We all do 3 times. What? No, I race you once. Why do I need to race you 3 fucking times? My shit's hot as fuck. Well, that's your problem. No, your problem is you want to race 3 times, but that's okay. Then when you go 1, 2, 3 and the car jumps out by 2 cars and you're reeling him in, but then he gets to 140 first and lets off, you say you won because you were reeling him in. I go, no, I got out, got to 140 first, and you were coming, but the race is over. Yeah, but I was coming. And I'm like, then get coming faster. I don't know what you want me to do. Sorry. That's why I hate roll racing. It's so many stipulations. It's not a clear-cut win. With roll racing, unless you gap the guy by 5 buses, it is not a clear-cut win. I was thinking more like a Viper style V10. Oh, gotcha. No, I want to do a Triton V10. 2-valve. Everyone said it's a 2-valve V10. V10 with custom Coyote head setup. How the fuck would that work? How the fuck would that work? Ford here in Australia tried a V10 back in the early 2000s. Didn't achieve much and disappeared. Get 1 valve and 1 cold air intaker. Leaving on 1 and goes at 200 and goes to 200 mile an hour. Exactly. 1 fool, and you stay in it till they're gone. And I'm like, I hate roll racing because there's never a clear-cut winner. Even in Texas 2K events, you see what happens during that shit show, right? There's got to be a guy at the beginning judging. Okay, it's fair. They're within a bumper of each other, and then the guy wins by a bumper. And the guy's going to go, wait a minute. What? He won by that bumper that he jumped out at. He's like, well, too bad. I'm like, too bad. That's almost like drag racing, and you're allowed a point 100 leaving advantage. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Someone did the Triton V10 and a Mustang 2 with an intake and custom cams. The result was 396, 475. What a toilet. The later V10s went to 3-valve. 2.3 Trinity TSV. Oh, he erased it. He erased it, you motherfucker. You erased it because you fucked it up big time. Smart man. He's like, oh, I'm gonna erase it. I was gonna roast me. Pull up the World Cup finals. You'd have to commentate what is going on with the cars live so I can learn something. Guys, I don't have it. I don't have a login. I'm poor. I don't want to pay the fucking money. I just, I'd stay on a little longer and commentate, but sorry, I just I don't have a login, so fuck all that. I just don't want to pay whatever it is. It's like $100 a year or something like that to be able to watch it. And I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to do that. And the problem is if I live stream that, the fucking regular stream will collapse because Metro PCS doesn't support that much bullshit. Met a super guy at the car show, says he'll race for cash, but he's not racing unless it's 200 miles an hour. You see what I mean? Second shift racing. Super guys are the biggest fucking cuck fags. Oops. Sorry. I'll cut that out later. They're cuck ass motherfuckers on the, dude. They think because Paul Walker had a, that they're like all of a sudden king dingaling. Because 1 or 2 or 10 Supras run 6s, they think their car runs 6s. Your car stock. Let me pull up what a Supra ran stock back in the day. What are they called? A certain platform? Let me see. What year? 1995, right? Not 95. Was it 95? Bone stock 6-peak manual auto twin turbo dyno. Oh no. We're having a little debate on Facebook. 1995. What do they call the Mark IV? No, that's a new one, right? Or is it the Mark IV? What is it? Is it the Mark IV? I'm not 100. I don't know. I fucking know. Yeah, you did hear a thing because those guys just piss me off, bro. Every 2JZ guy thinks his 2JZ makes 1100 or it can, and I'm like, go ahead and do it. Well, I'm gonna race into 200. I'm like, okay, your stock car is gonna get fucked up to 200. So Toyota Supra Mark IV, specs. So okay, for specs. Let me see. 321 horsepower, 13.1 at 109, top speed of 177. Price was $40,000. Engine was a 3.0 sequential turbo straight 6. So your 321 horsepower car back then probably was competition for like a Grand National. It was the fastest car for a while back then, like for a while. But now, how many guys do you know that actually have the money, mod the shit out of the car properly, and actually make 1,000 just like nothing? Not many. A lot of guys are barely able to afford the car themselves, but they're sitting at the parking lot going, oh yeah, this thing can make 1,000 because Paul Walker made 1,000. Right. Stock M4s run the same number as a modern GT86. 320, the dyno like 270 to 280 stock. Exactly. So to make 1,000, guys, you need a lot of work. And it is very expensive. And that's fine. Just don't act like you're king dingling because you got a Supra. I've seen guys at Palm Beach International Raceway. The car sounds good. It makes all these pops and bangs and bings and dooms and all this dumb shit off the two-step. Then the car runs 130 in the roll. And I'm like, that bitch is slow as shit. That's slow as fuck. And you're out there popping and banging and banging like you're king dingling? Ran 130 in the roll. Jeremiah Camp's car looking like a basic bitch S197 runs 150. Stupid. Run a bone stock twin turbo Supra at the track 8th mile. It ran 9.3 at 82 miles an hour. That's like 3 valve numbers. The all-motor Hondas at World Cup are 14-1 compression and are stroked. The new Outlaw record is, 829 170. Naturally aspirated. Outlaw. Oof. My God. What do you think of racers installing beam trippers? Oh, you mean dinglings? Like pecker extenders? I think it's stupid. I think it's fucking stupid. Sorry. I know. I'm not a racer. I'm nobody. You ask me what I think about it? I think it's fucking stupid. 25 years later, and it makes 80 more horsepower. What up from the West Coast? SLMS. Hey, what's up? Alfredo Melendrez. Gordon Camerling says, check your Facebook or Insta. Mike sent you his login info. This will get his attention for sure. Why Facebook? And no, wait. Oh, God. Yeah, he did. Let me see what happened. Someone said, holy shit, what happened? Oh, so Aldo just went 7. I don't know which one he went. Well, he went 730s. He either went 732 or he went 733, according to this time slip. He either went 732 or 733. Just got a message on Facebook that Aldo ran a 730, furthering making the IRS record harder and harder to reach in the left lane. So he went 730. Oh, I got some login info, but the problem is, watch, the live stream's gonna fucking die. So let's go to Flow Racing. FlowRacing.com. Let me turn off all these other things. Okay. And let me log in. I'm going to use his login. And if it, sorry guys, if it goes to shit, sorry. Oh, look at your password. It's fucking a whole bunch of shit. Wow, okay. Log in. Close. Okay. World Cup. Sorry guys, if the stream goes to shit, sorry. Oh, is this Joe Steele?
Go Coyote based.
Oh my God, Joe Steele. Oh, look at this.
Of Joel
Fuck
Steele.
yeah. What a time
Bowling
to be
Green,
alive.
Kentucky, in Bowling Green, Kentucky. You know what they know how to do? They know how to make a
They know how to suck
baby.
it. Oh, wait, what? So Joe Steele on the right. This is stick shift. Oh,
I was waiting for you to keep
badass.
going. That's why I paused.
Let me see if the stream's still on.
And they make some
Yeah.
dang
Oh,
good fried
stream
chicken.
died,
Yes,
but that's
Fabian,
okay.
of course,
Fuck
brings
it.
up
On the
fried chicken
replay,
reference. Good
you'll
job.
catch it.
Stephen
Oh,
Pelma,
gosh.
Waynesville, North Carolina.
Oh, it's leaking.
69 Camaro, 409 cubic inch. Again, these are all stick shift cars. So you see them in the burnouts.
I could pause it. I could pause it. See if the stream. Yeah. See the problem is the stream dies. Yeah, it's no good. It's not gonna work, guys. I love you. It's streaming two things at the same time. It's not gonna work. It pretty much fucking died. Oh fuck. Let me fuck it. I'll play it. We'll see.
And then bang, bang, bang.
Let me turn off a whole bunch of other shit. Let me turn off Netflix.
RPMs. Not like an
turn
auto
off
car where you
Facebook.
just throw it in gear and then click
What
it
else
up a
can I
couple
turn
times
off?
to get that high spin.
No, I gotta keep those running.
Stephen Plymouth will be on the right side. The Waynesville, North Carolina base.
Come on,
machine,
Joel's gotta do another
1969
burnout,
Chevrolet
dude.
Camaro, more
It looks cold.
high performance on board. Tick performance there
Man,
also
his
for that
tire-
machine.
his
409
tire temp
cubic
went
inch of
down.
power out in front of him.
That car's fast though. That more performance 60s Camaro is fucking fast. Not Joel Steele fast. But it's
We
fast.
have an idea here what the steel machine is going to be able to do. The question is, what will Plemons be able to do? How deep into the sevens can that Camaro go?
Oh, spun.
That is not going to be a 6-second run.
Fuck it, get in it. Let's see if we can go 200. Save the equipment. Yeah, good, smart man.
835 he goes.
Could you imagine
170.
pedaling?
So definitely rolling hard on
So,
the big end.
okay, I'm going to stop here because the stream is dead. It's dying. It's literally went away. So, see, told you guys, I can't comment on that, and I can't comment and watch the streaming at the same time. Someone says stream is good. Obviously, it wasn't working on my end. On my end, it fucking died. But yeah, do you guys still want me to fucking watch it with you guys? Open in another window and split screen. No, that'll make it even worse, dude. Let me see. Control Shift T. Still open in another window and split screen. Boy, you really want to make my computer fucking cry. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so here we go. All right, so we'll watch this together.
Cobra of Stephen Floyd, the bottom
You said the
motor,
stream is good, so I'm
out
gonna watch
turbo
it for a little
entry,
bit.
I believe, of course, for the man out of Virginia.
Okay,
Nah,
so
let's
the
watch
red
this
car.
whole thing.
Got
Fuck it.
Great.
Yep.
Oh, that's not the Red Demon, is it?
I think she's ignoring you now.
No, she's not. Yes, she is. Girl, do that.
Yep.
Three coming down.
Nope,
Cobra
spinning.
not leaving.
Oh!
Really?
Schultz with a
Jesus
huge
Christ,
save. As
relax.
soon as he hit the tires, that thing went
You
immediately
know what?
to the
You
left.
know what the announcers
And,
do
was
really
probably about a
badly
kill and a half of paint away
job
from the
of?
wall there. It looked-
The announcers do a really bad job of not knowing they have a microphone in front of them. Okay, guys, headphone users, beware. I'm about to do what the announcers do. Okay, headphone users and people have their systems on really fucking loud at their house. This is what the announcers do. Well, he's pulling up to the beans. Oh! Like, dude, you have a fucking microphone. No need to fucking lay into it like that, dude. My God. Let's watch a little racing.
Track as both Fabian and Max looking at me going, how did you actually pronounce that? I looked at it earlier and I've been trying to figure out all day long how to
You guys
pronounce
over
it.
He
So,
really has sat around all day working on that. Folks.
I've literally been waiting all day to say that out
She
loud.
didn't screw it up, so props.
Yes. So the three-liter turbo machine, left side of the racetrack, H pattern, I believe, on board. And
Well, you can
we've
hear what
talked
he's
about
saying. I don't
Starlets
have to
all
do
day
shit.
today. We got another
I'm
one
probably
sitting on
gonna
the
get a
right side
copyright
here in the
shit.
stick shift
They're
category.
gonna be like,
It's one of
oh,
those
you're
things
fucking
where we talk
asshole.
about
Yeah.
having the stick
Yeah.
shift category, and it just didn't dawn on me that this
Shout out
is
to
one
you.
of the
Thanks for
cars
always
that
answering,
fits
says
the
Coyote.
category.
And
I saw it
Stephen
roll
Bakes
through
says,
the
Alice,
box,
can a
I was
14
like,
GT500
this
and
is
race gas make
awesome.
800
I kinda
horsepower?
did the same thing.
Absolutely. With bigger injectors. I would get at least thousands just to be sure.
And they have the DT capabilities.
So this is a Starlet, which I love.
Yes.
I love Toyota Starlets. I don't know if you guys like Toyota Starlets, but Toyota Starlets to me growing up was
this
like
is true.
the ghetto badass vehicle back in the day. I always wanted a red Starlet with baby Supras, very Puerto Rican, and I was all about that shit. I was really all about that shit. I'm gonna stay on a little bit. Fuck it, I'll stay on a little bit with you guys.
This
This
is
is
one
stick
built
shift
to go
stuff.
straight, the
Badass
other is
stuff.
built to dance down the quarter mile.
I'm probably gonna copyright
So
my
we'll
shit. So
see
fuck
here
it.
as Yevtushenko
So, guys,
already
if your
into the
feed
pre-stage
dies,
lights
just refresh
waiting on
it.
the
It'll be
Goritz
good.
machine.
See, this Super probably makes
Crewmate
1,000.
pointing up to the sky, saying, "All right, buddy, set it. Let's see how
Close
it goes."
Pornhub and it'll run just fine. Oh,
Oh, Yevtushenko rolls it through the beam.
that's a nice thing. You can just back it up. Nice. This is
Melody.
nice. Very courteous of the other racer. Wow. That is a very courteous move of the other racer. He could have gone, fuck you, but he let him back up. That's a good fucking move on him. Learn, people. Come on. Come on. You don't need to do something. You're just qualifying, dude. There you go. Oh, he timed out. Oof. No, it missed
Middle
second.
backfire there from the Yevtushenko machine.
Got in a second.
Get through the gear
Third.
still.
It's IRS,
He's
'cause this
trying to
thing's
put
squatting like a
number up on the board.
motherfucker.
Top of the racetrack, 176 at 902.
So I think they're gonna let the Starlet run
Not terrible. not
because
great.
this is like testing
But
or
not terrible.
qualifying, and this is the good thing about how certain tracks run things.
Turtonski's still top of the
This
board
guy
with a
could have been
707, the only
ruined
car
to
in the
run
7
and not
seconds
run
zone,
again
not
for
even close
5
to anybody
hours,
else.
right?
Joel Steele with
But
an
the
835
Miller
after
guys
that
are like,
is
no,
pretty much,
let the dude go
well,
out
still
and we
working
should be
on
good to go.
getting through the row process, if
Oh,
you will.
look, it's not receiving smooth streaming, so you're gonna have buffering going on your end, guys. So I apologize for that.
All right. Let's see how many feet the Greeks
Oh,
machine
try
here, the
turning
Starlet
it
out
off
of
and then
Orlando
on
will
again.
use.
This stuff is what it's all about.
Yeah,
Play by
13
play,
from
Alex.
here to there.
Let's see what this little fucking thing runs. I don't know, 750. Oof! Ooh, no, stop. Se acabó.
That was oddly anticlimactic to leave. Yeah. Not
Yeah,
so
this
much
thing's
up at the big
fucking
end, though.
stupid.
At
I
the
would- I
stripe,
wouldn't-
dancing all the way down,
Once he
goes at
strikes the
1018
tire, I'm
to
fucking done. I'm like,
152.
fuck
So,
all
I
that.
mean,
All right, guys,
go
I'm
get
gonna
a
get out
number
of
on the
here.
board.
Guys,
Yeah,
I
get a number on the
guarantee
sheet.
the last part of this whole stream, is gonna is probably gonna be gone by the time you know, I come to upload. It's gonna go, yeah, we filed multiple class action streaming bullshits against you, Alex. So fuck you. So I'm gonna get out of here. For those of you that I appreciate the login, I appreciate that very much. I will not use it. I will not abuse it. I appreciate that. But for the rest of you guys that wanted to have a little bit of a show, you got a little bit of some play-by-play there for a little while. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. See you guys maybe tomorrow. I'll let you know what the deal is. Maybe tomorrow we're gonna get some more YDBT daily, or I'll head to the track, but I think it's going to rain tomorrow. I'm going to try to get to the track with the Fairmont just for myself to have some fun. I don't think I'm going to be bringing anything to, I don't think I'm going to be bringing anything to Mod Nationals. The GT500 is not running good. The Fairmont is not legal for any class. After looking it through, it's not legal for any class, and it is not legal to run 850s. So I think I'm going to do the smart thing. I have 2 cars down. I have the white car down, the GT500 down. The last thing I want to do is bring the Fairmont up there and have that be down. I would probably commit suicide if that ever happened. All right, Tony's saying bye to the people. I'm saying bye to the people. I'll see you guys tomorrow more than likely. I'll announce it as early as possible to give you guys some content.